Hey boys and girls, welcome back. We're going to take one more look today at The Last Stop on Market Street. I wanted to talk about the setting of the story. The setting of the story makes this story really special. Nana points out all of the beautiful places you see. Now the thing is, the setting is where a story takes place. But some stories have a setting that changes throughout the story. In fact, in our story, the setting changes in the beginning, middle, and end. So we're going to go back and look at all three parts of the story and see if we can identify how the setting changes. Let's do it. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The air outside smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. All right, let's think about the setting at the beginning of the story. I see a street with tall buildings and lots of people. It looks like the setting might be a city street. In the pictures, I see people have umbrellas, so it must be a rainy day. The text says how it smells, like rain. And it says the rain dripped down CJ's nose. It feels wet. Let's jump to the middle of the story to see what the setting is in the middle. What's that I see? Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped. Lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. How come we always gotta go after church? Miguel and Colby never have to go anywhere. I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the Sunglass Man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on the other side. Watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. How come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses, too, the man said, sniffing in the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed his hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask that man if he'll play us a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. Now where are Nana and CJ? You're right, now they're on a bus. When is it? Yeah, I think it's later in the day. What does it smell like? You're right, Nana's perfume. And what does it sound like? Yeah, I bet I could hear Nana humming and the man playing a guitar and singing. Now, let's jump to the end of the story to see how the setting changes again. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks, broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows, and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful wherever he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. He thought his Nana might laugh her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, Me too, CJ. Now, Come on. Now, where are CJ and Nana? You're right. At the end of the story, they're walking in a different part of the city on their way to the soup kitchen.